Hello everybody, and today we are going to be talking about how I almost died. Let's get right into that! Anyways, so there was this place close to where I live, and it's called, Beard's Hollow. It's a weird place, but it's called Beard's Hollow, and there's a lighthouse right next to it. And right next to this lighthouse is, this cool kind of like beach. It's got like a beach, and then there's these bunkers that are right next to the lighthouse. Well, I had never been to the bunkers at the time of when this incident happened. I was just a wee little child, so I had never been to the bunkers, much less known what they were. So my dad and my nana, they come over and they're like, get in the car, we're gonna go somewhere. And I was like, okay, that sounds like fun. So I get in the car and we're driving and I'm looking out the window. I'm seeing all these other cars that are driving close to where we are. And I just, was doing normal kid things at the time. I was like maybe 10 or 11. But while I'm just sitting there chilling, I end up seeing the lighthouse, and my dad stops the car and we get out, and I look and there's these trails to go hiking, and I'm like, Dad, you said we're going to the bunkers, but why are we going hiking? And he's like, you gotta go hiking to get to the bunkers. So I said, okay. So here we are, going to these bunkers that I have no clue what they are, and my dad, and we're on top of a cliff, mind you. There was these two bunkers, one was built into the cliff, the other was on top of the cliff. And we were on the one that was on top of the cliff. You could literally look over the side of the cliff and it looked super cool. Anyways, so my dad says, oh, go to the edge and you can look over the side and you can see all the stuff and everything looks nice and it's pretty. And I was like, okay, so I look over the edge to look at everything, and it does look pretty, but I did notice there's no railing, there's no fence, there's no nothing, so I could literally fall off of that cliff if I had, maybe a little push. Now, it wasn't a family member that pushed me, it wasn't even a person, it's just my dad and my nana were going down to the smaller bunker, and my mom was with us at the time. Yes, my mom was with us at the time of this. So they're taking my littler sister to go and see, the bunkers that are down below there, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay up here because I want to look over the edge. So they're like, okay, just scream if something happens or if someone tries to kidnap you. So I said, okay. So they're going down to the smaller bunker, and I'm up there, and the wind was starting to pick up, but I didn't care. I kept leaning over the edge to look down at the water and the sharp rocks down below. And then the wind got a little stronger. The wind picked up me by my hoodie, literally. The wind went up the back of my hoodie, and it filled up my hoodie like a balloon. And I just I literally leaned all the way down the edge, and the only thing that caught me was the tips of my feet. Literally, my shoes were what caught me from falling to my death. So, my dad, hearing this, he was like, you okay? Because he heard me go, ah, and freak out. So I just calmly kind of go, I'm okay, and he's like, okay. So, they come back, and I'm just sitting there shaking, and they're looking at me, they're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Trying to act all tough, but deep down inside, I was traumatized. I was absolutely traumatized. So we got in the car, we drove back home, and still to this day, I haven't told any one of them this story. Because I felt like too much of a dumbass to share it. Oh, look at how cool that looks. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the top of this mountain to do an outro. A funny fact is that my dad, growing up, actually fell off of a cliff, and I've had so many times of me almost falling off of cliffs. It's crazy. But my dad legit, when he was about my age, climbed to the top of a cliff and then just fell off of it, and he was totally fine. He just got a bunch of scratches, scrapes, no broken bones though. And he comes home to my Nana, and he just looks at her and he's like, I didn't fall off of a cliff or anything, I got beat up, because I'm cool. So that happened. Anyways guys, if you liked this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. It'll turn red once you're subscribed, and why wouldn't you want to be subscribed to the great and powerful Gympix? Also, I did get some shaders, so it looks a lot cooler instead of it being the weird hazy kind of glow way that it is. These videos are going to be shorter videos since I have to prepare for my really long video at the end of the week, which is my very own face cam video. Anyways, whenever this video comes out, I hope you do enjoy it, and bye!